So even though I grew up as more of a Degas fan, I think, like many folks, my love of Vincent Van Gogh was cemented by this episode of Doctor Who, where the Doctor and his companion Amy have a little adventure with Van Gogh in his own time and then bring him to the modern day. We were lucky enough here in Minneapolis to have a branch of the immersive Van Gogh interactive experience come to our city. And so we went on a Wednesday night to see what it was all about. I wore my Vincent and the Doctor shirt and a sunflower hair flower. It wasn't too far of a drive, maybe 20 minutes from our quiet little suburb into North East Minneapolis Arts District. You can see me here in my Van Gogh fit. I even had a Starry Night mask as well. It was a beautiful evening in Minneapolis. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. Just perfect. And there's that beautiful skyline. Never get tired of looking at it. So before we knew it, we were at the venue. Right inside the front door was this beautiful little photo op. Hung around the gallery before you went inside to the actual exhibit were a few little tidbits about Van Gogh and his style of art. This was an area that was talking about the layering technique that he used that created the very unique and iconic texture in his paintings. This was a recreation of his paint box. It was gigantic, as you can see, for scale, the people walking next to it. This quote on the wall made me feel very justified in my fashion choices for the evening, as did this one. Along the wall where we lined up to go inside the exhibit was this beautiful mural of the Stone Arch Bridge painted with a Van Gogh Starry Night sky. And then we grabbed our cushions and headed into the exhibit.
Where do you think Van Gogh rates in the history of art?
Well, big question, but to me, Van Gogh is the finest painter of them all. Certainly the most popular great painter of all time. The most beloved. His command of color, the most magnificent. He transformed the pain of his tormented life into ecstatic beauty. Pain is easy to portray, but to use your passion and pain to portray the ecstasy and joy and magnificence of our world, no one had ever done it before. Perhaps no one ever will again. To my mind, that strange, wild man who roamed the fields of Provence was not only the world's greatest artist, but also one of the greatest men who ever lived.
I'm trying to hold my breath. Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand. Will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough.
Hold my hand, Doctor. Try to see what I see.
We're so lucky we're still alive to see this beautiful world.
Look at the sky. It's not dark and black and without character. The black is in fact deep blue. And over there, lighter blue. And blowing through the blueness and the blackness, the wind swirling through the air, and then shining, burning, bursting through the stars. Can you see how they roll their light? Everywhere we look, complex magic of nature blazes before our eyes.
I've seen many things, my friend, but you're right. Nothing quite as wonderful as the things you see.
Another quote photo op, and of course a gift shop where they were selling all sorts of fun things with Van Gogh's art on them. Teddy bears, purses, mouse pads, refrigerator magnets, which are what we opted for. I just love the little cartoony Van Gogh, and of course the Starry Night. Then it was out onto our own Starry Night. The Minneapolis skyline at night is probably my favorite. I'm very biased. I'm sure everybody thinks their city skyline is the best. But the whole evening through the entire exhibit, I just kept thinking about the Doctor Who episode and just wondering what Vincent might think of this exhibit. And a lot like that episode and what the Doctor and Amy hoped to accomplish, if Vincent could see what his art was doing now, I just hope he'd know he was loved.